Let's go fishing. This is part 3 of a 4-part series. My buddy Dan and I went fishing at a newer spot. So after that double up and the several fish we already brought in, we decided to cast back out and see what else we could get. And it did not take long. This bite was hot. I was on another fish. Felt like a catfish just from the way it was fighting. And like the others, once it broke the water, we knew it was. And I wanted to give Dan a break and give him a chance to actually tie his leader on. He was not getting a break at all with all the fish coming in, so I flipped it up. Another nice blue cat on the dock. So we cast it back out there and decided to set the rod up and wait. At this point, we were not casting the bass rods around at all. Now Dan had a giant takedown here, but was convinced that he was just hooked up on a log. But either way, he had to keep reeling because he didn't want to have to re-rig that rod too. And I was actually fishing for more bait fish, very unsuccessfully. But I got that rod in really quick because I knew he might need some help if this was a fish. So we transferred his rod around to the side just in case we had to walk it to shore. And this was probably one of the craziest catches of the day. Whatever it was started to surface and we realized it was a giant snapping turtle. Probably the biggest I've ever seen in person. Then we started panicking a little bit, trying to figure out how we even get this up. And then of course get the hook out safely for both the turtle and us. Now thankfully Dan knew exactly how to get the hooks out of turtles, as he said he's been in this situation before. But I still wanted to reel my line in just in case he needed my help. And while we were trying to get a good grasp on the turtle so we could get the hook out, the turtle had other plans of its own. Just wait and see what the snapping turtle did. This feisty guy was not having it and took matters into his own hands. Just wait. I also don't know why I thought I could net this turtle. Right about here, the turtle started to surface, and this is when we were trying to figure out again how we get it up on the dock. Still, I don't know why I decided to use a net. That was not going to work. This turtle was way too big. And as Dan reached down to grab the line to see if we could get the turtle up, the turtle took matters into his own hands and popped that lure out just with his hand. And there he goes. So after that whole fiasco, we kept the lines back out and waited for another bite. But it did not take long. This bite, like I said, it was hot all morning. Dan was on another fish, and this time, it was not a snapping turtle. So I put down the bait fish rod and decided to get the net to help him out. May not have been a feisty turtle, but was definitely a feisty catfish. Was able to scoop him up in the net so we could get him unhooked. And you won't believe what I caught in part 4. Stay tuned.